What's up, everybody, and welcome to another Shock and Awe Toy Reviews. I'm Wilson, joined by
Agent Orange
and
November Rain.
You might have just won the night. This episode, we're doing a kind of short shock look at this toy, Mr. Berg.
Amazon exclusive G.I. Joe 6-inch classified series Arctic Mission Storm Shadow, aka this guy.
Here he is in his off-white, semen-colored getup.
Arashikage. So this is based off of kind of a tribute to Ninja Force, Storm Shadow, and Storm Shadow version 2, sort of.
Yeah, he's like a hybrid amalgam of that. Ninja Force. And the Ninja Force is definitely got these markings all over him.
He is, the sculpt looks more like a Ninja Force, like later Storm Shadow, and the paint job is very reminiscent of Ninja Force with white and black and gold. I'm praying that they do a regular, normal-ish version.
I'm sure they will. I'm sure you'll get the one you want, and he'll be better.
He's got a very nice sculpted hood.
Yeah.
Just don't move it.
It's separate from the head, right?
Yes.
It is a separate
It can come off.
piece. It is a harder plastic than I would have liked. And he's got some details and some belts and pouches and some
Accessories.
Got some futuristic ninja soccer shin pad things. Much like Beachhead, he has the angry, determined badass. He looks very much like, I'll butcher the name, Shogun Tsuji, who was from, no? You're looking at me like I'm crazy.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
From the Ninja trilogy back in the early to mid 80s? No?
No.
Enter the Ninja, Revenge of the Ninja.
Oh,
Ninja,
yes.
Ninja 3 Domination.
Yes.
Super awesome. So that, I love this. I love the eye sculpt.
Yeah, he's got a great expression. He looks like an angry ninja.
Very happy.
An angry bad guy ninja.
And I'll say it right now. I hate this color white.
I have no problem with the plastic off-white. I have a problem with it clashing with the actual white on his torso.
So sculpt-wise, he looks good.
But for an Arctic mission, if you're going to complain about the off-white, shouldn't you also complain about how much black is on there?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
I have no problem with it. I think it's a
I don't have a
cool-looking
problem with it
costume. But he mentioned it, and it's probably a sore
And
spot
I'm not
for him.
attached enough to the character of Storm Shadow that I really care one way or another.
Right.
The fact that I can see this white
Yeah.
to know what white looks like.
Right. So Toast, you mentioned the white, like
That's
triangles not matching, and that bothers you. Is there enough color breakup here for you?
There is. Yeah.
There is? Okay.
There's not much gold, but it pops well.
Yep.
And then the contrast between the white and black, it's almost 50-50.
Yeah.
It's good. I like it.
How do you feel, Mr. Berg, about the way his knees look when they're bent? Specifically this thing. Does that bother you? Because that seems like a Bergian complaint to me, that would bother you because it sticks out. Like you would want that black.
I probably would want that black.
But then they would have to paint white over black, and I think that would be more difficult than...
I would think that they would just make a black knee piece and glue a white shin piece on it like they've done before.
Have they done that? Really?
That makes more sense.
That does, but it might be more...
Literally looking at Beachhead. Does
Beachhead.
Beachhead have it?
He's so good.
Anyway, he's got all kinds of little sculpted details here. He's got some cool little... I never know what to call it, but it's the paneling on top of Chinese houses that Godzilla steps on. The shingles.
The shingles, yeah. And point out the leg problem that you found.
So this is 100% a Berg thing. zoom out a little bit, is that his leg, instead of going here straight down, bends out. He has reverse. No, he's reverse
Bow-legged.
bow-legged.
Reverse bow-legged.
So instead of coming in too much, it goes out too much.
And you
And
think that
this
would...
one doesn't do it as bad? Like originally when I first saw it, I thought that maybe you got two left shins.
Yeah.
Because it was so just like, ah.
So there's a comparison with a
Hi,
true white
I'm
toy.
white.
Yeah.
Mm. Eggshell?
Eggshell, yeah, I'd say he's like an off-white eggshell
It's
color.
not as bad on camera, I don't think.
Sculpt-wise, it's there. Color-wise, your mileage may vary.
Yeah.
So also what I don't like in this, he's got a wobbly torso, and
Yeah,
it's ratcheted.
I noticed that immediately when I picked him up.
Bend his waist. Hear that click? Yeah. So he gets
Yeah.
good range, but it's a hard ratchet, and
But the ratchet isn't what's wobbly. It's,
yeah.
well,
Well, it's because he's in the middle of a ratchet to stand up. So like, yeah, that's annoying to me. That's a problem.
he has a typical G.I. Joe Hasbro articulation, nothing you haven't seen before, except that his shoulder pads, they're a separate piece. You can kind of see it in there. So they don't get out of the way as nicely as
Yeah.
some of the newer shoulder pads. So you can't actually bring his arm up this direction all the way.
Yeah.
For those warning, this one goes up and down. And this one goes, which way, class? Which way?
In and
Up
out. I win.
His legs are a little restricted by the pouches up here, but if you pull them down, you can still get them out.
Yeah.
But this then tends to ride up a little bit.
Tad. Yeah, he tends to go over the belly button with his belt.
What he really desperately needs is a leg boot swivel. He really needs the new Marvel Legends style,
Yes.
because his leg just doesn't line up right. Even more so when you're trying to bend it. But yeah, he's got plenty of range and he can do cool ninja kicks. He is not a Bruce Wayne family member.
Nope.
Oh yeah, so he can get all your cool ninja poses for the most part. So he comes with his helmet.
His hood.
He has got his quiver with gold arrows with black tips. And oh, just wait.
Yeah.
This plugs onto his back pretty easy. Boop. Never stays in focus because he's a ninja. Comes with his sword, which is...
Painted silver. Continue.
So you can see by the hilt that the silver does not go all the way down the blade. Or if it's supposed to stop at the Arashikage symbol, it does not do that either.
I would have liked to have seen that red. Not
Sure.
the blade, but the Arashikage.
It does fit in the sheath very well.
And then that.
Oh, no, it doesn't. There you go.
And then what else? Speaking of arrows, he comes with
A bow. He comes with a compound bow, which is gold and black, which is way better done than the sword, except for this little...
Well, that's where it's the paint scratched off
Ah.
from being in his hand and being pulled out, because it's a tight fit for him to hold in both hands. It's a good tight fit, but
It does
pulling it
have
out,
little notches, so if you wanted to take some string at home, you could. What else does he come with now that we've talked about the quiver and the arrows and the bow?
a grappling
A
hook.
grappling hook, yes. In the same ugly ass white color. And it comes with super long string. Woohoo!
Yeah, it's fine. I wish that was silver. It does hang from stuff. I'm not gonna have him hanging from anything.
He's going to
with
mountain
that.
climb.
Yeah.
And then what else does he come with?
That weapon, I don't know what that's called, but that is a throwback to the original toy. The original toy came with the sword and that weapon.
This is very reminiscent of the axe that he came with. As a figure, it can also be used for ice climbing, hence the Arctic mission. And can he hold it?
Mm-hmm.
He can hold it.
Yep.
And it is also a very nice murder weapon.
Yep.
All right, so
No,
think-
there's one more thing.
there's more.
There's one more thing. I mean, they give you a bow, so they should give you an arrow, which they do.
Shocking surprise!
What color is the arrow, do you think?
It's got to be black and gold, so it doesn't look silly.
No, it's in white
And oversized.
and gigantic.
Don't worry, there's a spot to.
Nope. Nope.
I shall now play my violin. I mean, shoot my arrow.
He can hold it like that. You can get it in his hand another way too, but the best way to have it posed, I found, is actually if he's holding the bow parallel with the ground, like that, and then it looks better posed. But it's ridiculous. That was one of my first, like, what the like, they're not even going to try? Like, they're not going to try. They're not even going to give me a gold arrow. Like, it's just bad. So that's all his accessories. And he comes with a good amount of stuff. I'm very pleased with the amount of things that he came with. I think they could have put a little more effort into the paint jobs on the things, or the lack thereof. Give it some paint.
I wonder if it's in tribute to the original Ninja Force non-painted weapons, because for those of us who remember Ninja Force, every single weapon was just a solid color, and eventually they just came on the sprue, and you actually had to take them off the sprue.
Oh, really?
That's lazy.
Yes.
Wow. And to give you a sense of size, here he is next to Beachhead and Outer Space Iron Man from the Marvel Avengers game. It's exclusive to Target, I believe.
He's one of the taller Joes.
Are you
But-
pleased with that? That they're
does-
doing the different size
Yeah.
like that? Yeah. Okay.
As long as it's not, what's our favorite word, egregious.
Egregious.
Yes, Shock and Awe presents egregiously tall toys.
I don't think he's going to pass it on that leg. I've got him to do it before.
No.
It takes some work. He'll pass it. Oh. God. He's not going to, he won't, yeah. Maybe it was the thing on his back that was weighing him down. Can you do it?
I can't do it. I'm just not good anymore.
No. Can you do it? Nope, he fails it. And Toast, explain for the kind people at home who may not have watched our reviews why we spend, and not spend, but waste our time trying to stand it on one foot.
Was it like 1 point? I don't remember if it's 1 point or half a point.
He
It's-
at least gets one hammer
Right.
Yeah.
if he can stand on it one foot.
It's a good toy if it can stand on one foot. Down to the bottom line. Now, even though this is a short shock or short review, we usually only give thumbs up or thumbs down, but I want to actually rate this guy, so that's what we're going to do. Toast, give it to us.
All right, so he's kind of a mixed bag. I think the sculpt is fine. The color breakup is nice. I think I would wind up painting the rest of his torso black to get rid of those white triangles. If this were my toy, which I wouldn't buy. Spoilers. I wouldn't buy it. There's a gumminess to the joints that I find troubling, but he's nice enough to look at. It's once you start handling him that I think is a problem. So I'm gonna give him 3 hammers.
3. Explain gumminess. What do you mean when you say it?
It is a poor quality plastic compared to the, I don't know, nice, solid, stiff beachhead plastic.
Mm-hmm.
Beachhead's knees don't wobble. My knees wobble.
Ah,
Yes.
Mr. Berg.
If this was my copy it would be a 2.
Mm-hmm.
Since it's Wilson's copy, I'm going to give it a 2.5.
Okay.
Because if I didn't own this and was just like, oh yeah, it's got some flaws, it's not quite what I want. It could be way better, but I could see it being worse.
Yeah.
And just knowing how some of the Joes we played with from figure to figure are slightly not as quality controlled, consistent across the line, also like Marvel Legends, I'm hoping that mine isn't as bad.
You got to let me know.
I will. It's at my house. I haven't taken mine out of the box because I bought it and because I was just like, oh, Storm Shadow, yes, please, awesome. And then I went, yeah. And then they showed more promo pictures and then more promo pictures and then people got some and I was just like, wait, he's not white?
Mm-hmm.
What? He doesn't have this joint?
Mm-hmm.
They didn't paint
Mm-hmm.
that? They didn't? Yeah. So I'm going to go with 2.5.
All right, it's mine. I'm just going to start off going, I'm giving him a 2.5. He's got flaws. I couldn't figure out what the problem was with his legs. I knew they were funky, and you figured it out. For everything that it gets right, there's another thing that's wrong. And I understand giving all white weapons to pay homage to the original toy, but you can't give me an awesome painted arrow sheath, arrow bag, whatever, with gold arrows, and then give me a plain white arrow. Like
They did.
They did, but it's
we bought
ridiculous. It's f***ing ridiculous. I don't know. I just wish there was more paint on the weapons. I'm going to be painting the weapons.
I will say that's consistent across the line.
Yeah, that's fair. But as an exclusive, I'm glad he came with a decent amount of accessories. I like the way he looks without the hood better than with it on. The off-white color doesn't bother me. I love the sculpt. I love the face. I have had fun with him, though, which there's something to be said about that. With his flaws, I've had fun with him. But I have a feeling when a new toy comes around, he's going to quickly be forgotten and not get as much play as he's gotten over the last few days. So,
Much like every toy.
Yeah, that
almost.
sounds like-
Yeah. No, but I go back. I do go back. That's really all I have to say. He's fine. As an exclusive, they should have done better, but they gave me enough where it's not like I'm regretting the purchase. Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
I will be interested to see what the regular Storm Shadow looks like. And, oh yeah, the wobble on his upper torso. God, so bad. That pisses me off out of anything. Just, like, what the f***, man? Why does it have that? Why they do that? That's it, 2.5. Don't know what else to say, really. He's fine. If you're in for the Joe line, then wait maybe for a different one. But just know what you're getting into if you get this guy. It's the inconsistency from figure to figure that really bothers me. It's kind of like you kind of
concerning.
Yeah, you kind of don't know what you're getting.
It should not be disconcerting because this is what Hasbro has done with every toy line they've ever done.
I mean,
the first wave or 2 or 3 is wildly inconsistent, and then they hit their sweet spot.
Well, I'm waiting for when they hit the sweet spot with the Joes. So that's been it for this episode of Shock and Awe Toy Reviews. Give us a thumbs up. Give us a thumbs down if you really feel like it.
Still alive.
But, bam! Just like this review has been shot in the head. Thanks for watching. All the social media stuff is in the show notes. Tell your friends and family. And until next time.
Ninja never die.